Hope is all we have, all we need on this journey. Love is what we give when we receive, so keep it burning. Gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
Faith will keep you strong where you belong. Just believe it. Dreams to help you grow, to reap and sow. You receive it.
So gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
You are here. Welcome. We are recording. I'm very excited with Jenny tonight. Jenny and I have been doing Zooms for a while, but not in Gift of Legacy. We've done trainings, but we haven't taken. So I'm super excited to be here. It was in April 2021, the 21st of April. I was busy cooking dinner. Everything seemed to be falling apart. And Jenny messaged me and she said, quickly hop on a Zoom. And I said, no, I don't want to be on a Zoom. I'm cooking dinner. My life's falling apart. She said, Adele, get on the Zoom now. And I remember putting my earphones in my ears, put my phone in my hoodie pocket, and I was cooking dinner and banging pots. And I watched a Zoom. And it's the first time I heard about what we're going to talk about tonight. And it just made so much sense to me. Jen, thank you so much for that invitation. I know I resisted you, but that invitation changed my life. And here I am still because of what we're going to talk about tonight. So if you know somebody who's in a similar situation, or you're in that situation, call them and say to them, get on the Zoom now. You need to see this now. We can't just come and join Zooms to watch it. It's not a show. It's not a TV program. This is something you need to share with people and people who you love and trust. So Jenny, thank you for that invitation back in April 2021. You truly changed my life and I'm forever, ever grateful to you. Jenny is one of the co-creators of Gift Legacy, and she has lots of knowledge and information. So she will be here to help with the questions and answers. Jen, thank you for being here tonight.
You're welcome, Adele. It's such a pleasure to be here with you and with everybody else on the call. I'm truly blessed to be able to spend this time with you, and you are so welcome to have joined us in Gift of Legacy. It is, yeah, and none of us knew what we were really getting into. And I was just saying to Candace the other day, wow, wow, wow. It is such a blessing to be able to participate in this platform, to receive, to bless others, and just to uplift and change lives. And I think there you hear it from an Adele who was very, very resistant to any of these sort of things. And she's really become a GL warrior. There is nothing that is too much for Adele to take on when it comes to Gift of Legacy, because it has become one of her biggest passions. I won't say her biggest passions because she loves her son very much. So this is not her biggest passion, but it's one of her biggest passions. And Adele, thank you so much for the heart, the soul, the love, the everything that you put into GL. We value you more than you know. So I'm going to hand back to you. It's amazing to be here with you tonight.
Thank you, Jane. I'll see you after the presentation. Folks, what we're going to do is a very quick presentation tonight. Hopefully we keep signal, and this will be a recording that you can share with people that you know, who you would like to bless, and use it as a tool for you to grow your legacy and to introduce them to this most amazing gifting activity that we are going to explain to you tonight. So I'm going to share screen, and we're going to do that quick presentation, and then we're going to open up for questions and answers. Please, during the presentation, go ahead and type in the chat. You'll find it at the bottom of your screen. There's a speech bubble. Click on that speech bubble, type in your questions, so that as soon as we finished with the presentation, we can get into answering all of those questions that you have. If you are watching for the first time, please ask your questions. We have one of the co-creators right here, someone who knows all the answers. So please, we are here to serve you. That's why we're here tonight. So call your friends. And let's get going. I'm just going to share screen quickly. It's sharing, Jen?
Not yet, Adele.
It's just
There
spinning. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. It's just waiting, so we just have to give it a moment.
You have one of those special computers. We need to give it time.
Yes. Mine likes to take time, you know, don't rush a good thing. So I have one of those computers. We're getting there. Here we go. Just tell me when you can see it, Jen. There we go.
Yep, we've got your full screen. You're on loud
Fantastic.
and clear and seeing clearly.
Thanks. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Gift of Legacy, a gifting activity creating abundance. You are here by invitation only, and we are very blessed that you have decided to join us this evening. A quick disclaimer. This presentation is for information sharing only and is not to be construed as financial advice. Neither myself nor Gift of Legacy are registered financial or tax advisors. The information given is only intended to give examples of what you as a participant may expect. If you would like to check out our website and join, that is the link that you need to go to. Somebody will give you a link, and that will be the website that you will find us on. In terms of an introduction, what is Gift of Legacy? Gift of Legacy is a gifting activity that drives the movement of monetary gifts between individuals across the world. It is a new way for communities to generate the perpetual movement of wealth between individuals. It is a change in thinking where people join together to thrive and not merely survive. We want to color your world. So what is a gifting activity and what is it all about? We're going to think of the term sacred economics tonight. Sacred economics is a term that traces back to the 1960s. It is something that has been off the mainstream for decades, and it is 100% legal. In Africa, and especially here in South Africa, we use the term Ubuntu. Ubuntu refers to communities working together to help one another. And you might be familiar with Ubuntu and gifting activities in your workplace where everybody puts money together for a birthday month or something like that, a birthday club. Gift of Legacy is a global gifting activity. We operate in over 180 countries now around the world. We are uplifting communities and we are creating abundance as well as self-development. Some interesting information that you need to know is that we have blessed millions of people across the world, sharing hope, education, and abundance to all of the participants. Gift of Legacy is decentralized. Look at that picture. We are an interactive website used by people across the world to share gifts. This is not a business or a company. Gift of Legacy is an interactive website. Gifts are sent peer-to-peer. Participants send gifts from one person to another. No money is kept by the GL system at all. Gifts can be perpetual, ongoing, passive, and frequent. This means that you can create wealth for generations to come. Some more information about our gifting activity. We help each other to grow and succeed while we support one another and uplift each other. I have made many friends across the globe through this wonderful activity, simply through our interactions and meeting on the boards. When you join, you gift from your heart, you share the love, you guide your team, you become a legend, and then you build your legacy. We are a community with the same vision. We want to, and we are changing lives. So how do you start? You enter Gift of Legacy by gifting $100 to the legend on a board. This is the one and only time you will ever take money out of your own pocket. Gifting is purely peer-to-peer. 100% of all the gifts are sent directly to the legend on a board. We recommend that before you start, you set up platforms like ATM, PayPal, WorldRemit, Revolut, bank transfers, as well as cryptocurrency wallets, so that you are able to send gifts across the world. Remember, there is no middleman or third party involved ever. You will be sending gifts to other participants in the system. We are going to talk about riding the boards of abundance. And in the next few slides, I would like you to focus on the yellow circle, for this represents you on your journey. First, you will get a link from somebody that you know. You will use that link to join the website, and then you will join a board. You will see who the legend is, and you will gift them an unconditional $100 gift. You share Gift of Legacy with like-minded, like-hearted people who in turn will do the same. Then you take a look at your journey through the 4 boards. We're going to do that now. We're going to look at your journey through the $100, $400, $1,600, and the $5,000 board. You will always start as a gifter. You then become a builder, a guide, and finally, you become a legend. You will receive gifts on your first cycle through the boards, totaling $42,700. And on your perpetual cycle, you will receive gifts totaling $49,700. So let's get going and let's explain this to you. You are going to journey through 4 boards. And the reason there's a picture of the Ferris wheel will be explained a little bit later in the presentation. But this is what we mean when we say riding the boards. The first board that you are going to join is your bronze board. You will enter the board with $100 and gift unconditionally to the legend on the board. When you leave the board, you will have received $800 in gifts. So let's look at what a board looks like. When you join the board, there you are as a gifter. 3 other gifters will join on your hemisphere or your side of the board. At this point, the legend can fast track and join their silver board with their first $400 in gifts. Then the other 4 gifters will join. When there are 8 gifters, the board will close. The legend has received $800 in total in gifts. When a board closes, you will move up into the builder position. You then invite, ideally in this position, your 2 invitees. Everybody who joins Gift of Legacy is required to invite 2 people, and it's best to do it in the builder position, although you can do it from other positions as well. So now you have invited person A and B, and the builder next to you has invited their people in positions 3 and 4. And so on the other side, positions 5, 6, and 7 and 8 fill up with their gifters, totaling $800 in gifts to the legend. You now move into the guide position. This is when you assist your builder A to bring in their invitees, C and D, and you assist your builder B to bring their invitees, E and F, in. When either hemisphere fills up, the guide will split off to become a legend on their own board. But this board is not complete until the other 4 gifters on the other side have been gifted and confirmed. You now have moved into the legend position. Congratulations, you're on your way to building your legacy. Here we have gifters landing on your board. When you receive $400, you can fast track. And after all 8 have been confirmed, you will have received gifts to the total of $800, and only $300 is yours to keep. Now, let's go back to that original first board. The left hemisphere had split off, but the right hemisphere still had people that needed to be filled. So when you move on to your perpetual cycle, you can join your original board to close that board so no one gets left behind. When you finish your bronze board, you have received gifts to the value of $800. You will hold back $400 to join your silver board. Then you hold back $100 to join your perpetual bronze board. So $500 is used to move you onto the next boards. You only keep $300 in your pocket, but you've already received more than that unconditional $100 that you used to join. On your perpetual journey, every time you complete a bronze board, you will receive $800, but you get to keep $700 because you only need $100 to rejoin the board. And that's where we say you can start earning over and over until infinity. Now you're on the silver board. You join with an unconditional, non-refundable gift that you give to the legend on the board. It is $400. When you exit that board, you will have received $3,200. So as you finish that board and you receive $3,200, you hold back $1,600 to join the gold board. And then you hold back $400 to join your perpetual silver board. You get to keep gifts in your pocket to the value of $1,200. On your perpetual journey on silver, every time you finish a board, you get to keep $2,800 over and over until infinity, because you only need $400 to join the next board every time you complete a silver board. Now you're reaching the gold board. This gets exciting. You join the board with $1,600 and you exit the board having received gifts worth $12,800. You don't get to keep all of that because you need to hold back $5,000 to join the platinum board, and you hold back $1,600 to join your perpetual gold. Now you have gifts in your pocket to the value of $6,200. On your perpetual journey, every time you finish a board and receive $12,800, you get to keep $11,200. Only need $1,600 to rejoin the board every time it closes. And that's how we ride the boards. Over and over. The platinum board, that is the ultimate goal for everybody who participates in Gift of Legacy. You enter with an unconditional gift of $5,000 that you give to the legend on the board. When you exit as a legend, you will have received gifts to the value of $40,000. You don't get to keep all of them. You hold back $5,000 to join your platinum board on the perpetual cycle. That means you are keeping gifts in your pocket worth $35,000 US. That's life-changing, folks. That's how you create generational wealth, and that's how you color your world. On your perpetual journey, it's exactly the same. Every time you finish a platinum board, you keep $35,000 and use $5,000 to rejoin the board. Now look at that summary of the perpetual journey on all of the boards. If you need to, take a screenshot at this point. But this will explain to you the goal of Gift of Legacy. The goal of Gift of Legacy is for each participant to be on all 4 boards, riding the perpetual cycle until infinity, over and over, blessing themselves and blessing their families and communities along the way. Let's summarize your potential gifts. On the first cycle, through all 4 boards, you may expect to receive gifts to the value of $42,700. And on your perpetual cycle, through all 4 boards, you will receive gifts to the value of $49,700. Now we have some guidelines in Gift of Legacy. The most important is that you join by sending an unconditional, non-refundable gift of $100 to the legend on the board. You invite 2 like-minded, like-hearted people to follow you on your journey. The people you invite to join are very important. They need to know and understand what they are doing and how they need to progress in their journey on Gift of Legacy. They are going to journey with you as you ride the boards to abundance. You need to encourage your invitees to do the same, inviting 2 by 2 by 2. This ensures movement of the boards. And then it is very important that you join all the boards sequentially. When you finish the $100 board, you join the $400 board. Then you join the $1,600 board and the $5,000 board in your first round. You don't skip any boards. It is essential to join your perpetual cycle of every board. Remember, that's the goal, for everyone to be on all 4 boards in the perpetual cycle. It is important to note that you cannot advance to your next board if you do not have 2 confirmed invitees. So what makes Gift of Legacy unique? Well, we have a user-friendly website. You can see the Academy tab for all you need to know about Gift of Legacy. The algorithm is innovative. There are various features which ensure the sustainable movement of the boards. We are a worldwide community with participants in over 180 countries. We have an amazing volunteer support team, people who are passionate and compassionate about others in the Gift of Legacy journey, people who give their free time to help and assist. Cross-pollination applies. This is something that happens when you are not able to follow your inviter on a board. It ensures that the algorithm places people exactly where they need to be on the boards to ensure their journey to abundance. Fast tracking allows you to color your world faster. What is fast tracking? Well, when you are on any board and you have cash on hand, you are able to fast track to the next board. So remember, when you received $400 on your first bronze board, you could fast track to the silver board. If you have 2 confirmed invitees, you just need to wait an hour and then you can join your gold board and then wait another hour and join your platinum board. There are some people in our community who want to get on all 4 cycles as quickly as possible, and fast tracking allows them to do this. It is important to note, we do not promote Gift of Legacy on social media. The reason for this is to keep our community like-minded. We don't want people joining just because they think it's a quick way to make money. We need people who understand that we are a community of people. We don't just fill spaces. Don't add people to your boards just to get your invitees. Remember the 2 by 2 by 2 guideline. Be the messenger, not by attending recordings and Zoom calls just like this, sharing the information from people who understand the system. You are able to explain Gift of Legacy to people that you know. If you don't feel comfortable explaining it, invite them to watch a Zoom presentation or share the YouTube link with them. There's training available on our link tree, which can be found under the Academy tab and on our YouTube channel. Please note, it is important to understand that there are no guarantees. The success or failure of any participant will depend on your willingness to participate and to follow the guidelines of Gift of Legacy. It remains your individual responsibility to ensure compliance with the tax laws in your country. Gift of Legacy is decentralized with no third-party affiliation, ownership, or partnership. If you are joining Gift of Legacy via any third-party system, you do so at your own risk. Gift of Legacy is 100% peer-to-peer. No funds are ever kept or paid to the platform. Gifts are always given to the Gift of Legacy participants and are only gifted to the legend when you land on their board. Gift of Legacy is a gifting activity. You need to be active. Join the official Gift of Legacy Telegram channel and group for regular updates from the core leaders. We have got various worldwide language groups available as well, and you can find all the information you need to know and ask questions. Our support team will assist you and give guidance where they can. Our YouTube channel, please subscribe to the official Gift of Legacy channel for presentations and trainings. Worldwide languages are available on the official Worldwide Languages channel. Join the official Gift of Legacy Zoom meetings like this one with presentations and trainings. We have something exciting coming up in September, and we might mention that a little bit later. Join our worldwide language groups to discuss and chat to people in your language, but stay active. So thank you for joining us tonight. If you would like to know more, please contact the person who invited you to this presentation or who sent you this recording. We would love for you to let us color your world. Thank you. I'm just stop sharing there, giving us time, hopefully, that we can cut that and use it as a recording. There we go, Jen. I think I did it. I don't know how long I did it, but I know it was short.
Yep, short, sweet, and to the point.
There we go.
Exciting and very informative.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Right, Jen, have there been any questions in the chat?
I am checking the chat at the moment. I don't see any questions, but guys, we do invite you now to drop a question in the chat if you do have any questions. Let us know if you are on the Zoom for the first time, if you're seeing this info for the first time, and if you're excited, drop a note in the chat and say,
I am
hey,
so
that
excited,
sounds
Jen,
amazing.
my friend. I'm so excited. I've just checked the participants list and my friend who I invited is on the call. Nkateko,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am so excited that you are here. If you have any comments, I'm not going to ask you to speak. I promised I wouldn't do that to you, but I'd love you to drop a message in the chat. Tell us what you found interesting about the presentation. I chatted to Nkateko on Saturday. It's the first time I explained Gift of Legacy to her. And she was so excited. She was like, tell me more. Well, how can I find out more? And I said, well, I happen to be doing a Zoom call on Tuesday evening. And folks, it's that easy. That's how you talk to people. But people need to understand that this is something that you are truly passionate about. You've got to speak it. You've got to live it. They've got to see it in your face. They've got to hear it in your voice. So let's have any questions. Nkateko, thank you so much for joining us. We'll chat after the call.
Awesome. I don't see any questions in the chat. So I am going to quickly say that, you know, guys, this is an incredible platform. This is a platform that's going to be here for years and years and years to come. You know, as Adele said in the beginning, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, and it's also not a fly-by-night scheme. Because we are gifting each other, you know, there are so many platforms out there that are here today and gone tomorrow. And all of us have participated in platforms like that. And, you know, what has been amazing is that Gift of Legacy so far has stood the test of time for over a year, and it is still going to be around, not just for the 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. It's going to be here forever because it is community driven, and that is the difference. And it's peer-to-peer. So as Adele said, there's nobody that can decide to just shut the website and run away with money, because there's no money being held on a website. It goes straight into your pockets for your benefit, and you distribute it straight to somebody else for their benefit and their enjoyment and upliftment. So it really is creating abundance. For me personally, it got me through a very tough time last year when I was diagnosed with cancer. It paid for all my natural treatment, which was tons and tons of money. And it is still getting me through. Right now, we are still earning on our Gift of Legacy platform. So it really is an incredible blessing. It really is.
Jen, you know what I love
right.
about Gift of Legacy is that it's not selling products. Jenny knows me very well. I'm not a salesperson. I shouldn't say I can't sell products. I probably could if I put my mind to it, but it's not something I like doing. I don't like, that's probably the better way to say it. I don't like selling products. And when I first watched that Zoom call back in 2021, it was a different gifting activity that we had joined before we launched Gift of Legacy in January last year. But this spoke to my heart. It spoke to my morals, my values. I'm very much a community-minded person. I love helping the community and doing things. And I love giving gifts. If I'm feeling down or sad, nothing gives me better pleasure than doing something for someone else. And so gifting activity just struck a chord in my heart. And I've learned through my journey in Gift of Legacy that it's the ability to gift people that brings more joy than receiving the gifts. It makes no sense, but I get more joy out of sending a gift to somebody than I do in receiving it. Look, it's great to receive gifts. It really is. But it's even better to message somebody and say, hi, I've just landed on your board. How can I send you $100? How can I send you $400? It's an amazing feeling, Jen.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. And it's an out of this world experience when you get to do that with $5,000. That is an incredible feeling, to give somebody that you don't know $5,000. That is the most incredible feeling. So yeah, blessing is amazing. It is the start of abundance. It is the creation of abundance. So if you want to experience abundance, bless others abundantly, and you will be blessed in return.
Absolutely. I'm amazed that everyone is so quiet. Have we stunned you into silence? Are there no questions that you want to know about Gift of Legacy, about the community? Come on, folks. Anything, you have got our undivided attention right now. Carla, I'm going to ask you to unmute. I see Carla smiling. Carla is one of our worldwide participants. Come, Carla, unmute yourself. Carla is one of our worldwide participants, and I work a lot with Carla because she helps with graphics and design.
Hola.
She is a graphic designer.
Hi.
Hi, Carla. How are you? How are you, Carla? You're fine. I don't know if Carla wants to speak. Even if you don't speak in English, Carla, do you want to say something about
sorry,
Gift
my
of
English
Legacy?
is not very good. I can hear me.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
We have a delay, I think.
Yeah.
I am delayed in the video, but I can say this is amazing community. I'm so grateful to be here and collaborate with us.
We thank you so much for all that you do, Carla. Do you want to just tell people where you are in the world? Where do you live, Carla?
I can hear you few.
Where do you live?
I don't know, but I say it's so very happy to be here. I can hear you, but I feel this moment is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you, Carla.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Jen, I think if there are no other questions, then we can wrap up an early evening tonight.
Looks like it. Looks like everybody is happy.
Happy, content, and we can follow on next week with some more interesting information, and something exciting will be happening in September. We are trying to go back to some of the things that we've done before. There's been a call for different kinds of Zoom calls, and Jenny's looking at that. We're not going to give away any information here tonight, but stay tuned to the Telegram groups. Tune into these Zoom calls, because this is where you really learn, folks. This is where you pick up those golden nuggets that we always refer to. This is where you find out all the tricks and tips from people who have walked the journey, how you can improve your journey in Gift of Legacy.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. It was lovely sharing the evening with you. And I
Thank
hope
you
that
so
you
much,
all
everybody.
have a very blessed evening further.
Thank you.
Sending
Good
you
night,
lots of love.
everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Night.
Bye.
Goodbye.